Broke man, I'm talking to you. If you're broke, no motivation, don't know what to do, but really want to pick up a really nice girl, guys, I beg of you, stop. Stop right now. I am Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Let's get right into it. This is day 5. Day 5, guys. Day 5. I can count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Day 5. Okay. So again, as I said in my other videos, this whole series is about men being broke, no motivation. As I tell you before, I love my men. You know, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them just uplift themselves. I want to see them turn into these kings that God want them to be. I feel like, you know, a good woman wants a good man. You know what I'm saying? They need to have a good man that has a backbone and, you know, doesn't have thin skin and, you know, can be there, protect them, guide them, you know, support them, you know, but still giving us a voice because, you know, we are who we are. So you still have to give us a voice and let us be heard and understand us and support us through that. So again, I love my men. I don't care who you are in this world. I don't care for the black men, you know, telling me crap, telling me shit, because I think once I was talking to this black guy and it was like, you know, because he was asking me a question if I was open to date a white man. I was like, of course, why not? And he was looking at me like, did you just say that? Did you just say that you would date a white man? I'm like, yes, I did. So what? So what? Don't get me started. Because black men, a lot of females think that our society think that a lot of black men have it hanging, okay? And I can say it's true in some instances, but not true for some. So it's not like, oh my God, 90% of black men is endowed or whatever. It's not about that either, okay? It's about the person. It's about the personality. And I am finding a lot of black men, you know, that is, hold one sec, hold that. Okay, so I'm back, okay? So anyway, so I think a lot of black men always look at us female and think that we are mates, okay? And this thing that we are there to, I don't know, we're just there to just fulfill their duties in the household, you know? I don't know what they think that we are. I mean, I think for Jamaican, and I will say, and I always kind of refer back to Jamaicans, you know, I think we grew up in a household where men, you know, kind of do everything, and we are the female, we compliment them, we stay home, we do this, we do that, but this is 2025, all of that has been changed. And, you know, people just feel that they need to stay with their race. You know, if they're black, we need to date a black man. If you're white, you date a white woman. If you're Indian, whatever. It doesn't, I mean, God created us all. God created us all. But, you know, it should not be a thing where my duties in the house is washing and cleaning and ironing, and that's going to be a criteria for you as a man, for a female. And I think a lot of our black men think that, and a lot of our black men always, you know, you'll go on a date and they will ask these questions, like these are questions that need to be asked. I'm like, so you're looking for a maid. I am not a maid, okay? So you're not doing a date and you're asking me if I cook, clean, wash, and iron, and if I don't do these things, you're looking at me like I have 4 horns. And then sometimes, you know, and this is just stipulation, guys, don't come for me, okay? Females, male, I don't care who you are, do not come for me, because you know this is society, right? Okay, and this is what society always bring out or say, okay? And this is what I've seen too in society. And then you will see the black men go to be with, you know, a white woman, or another nation, Indian, whatever, Chinese, and when they're with that person, they don't require them to do anything. I have seen it more than in more than one cases where they're not requiring them to do anything. But if they were dating a black woman, they expect us to cook, wash, clean, iron, do everything, have sex, ready, tired, and we must still do everything just the same. Okay? So I have seen that in more than one instances. So don't come for me. Okay? You know, with the role being reversed, you know, the white man will date a black woman and they treat them like a queen, like we are. Then they treat their white woman like a queen just the same. So it's like the different kind of stipulation and the feelings that, you know, different race do this and different race do. I don't know why the black people think that we need to work like a horse. We need to work and kill ourselves to death for us to be notified, or for us to be not even notified, that's not the word, for us to be called you know, we're a good woman. Okay, you can work yourself to death. Woo, you're a good wife. Are you kidding me? Is that supposed to be a requirement for any woman? So, you know, with the stipulation for that, you know, they're looking at me like, oh, how on God's earth would you date a white man? Or why wouldn't I? Do I care? I just want somebody to treat me like a queen. I don't care. And I don't want somebody to be stipulating and telling me that I have to cook, wash, clean. Because I don't want to do it anymore. I mean, I'm not a chef, but I can help myself in the kitchen. You know, I can clean, but it is what it is. But I'm just saying, I don't want to do it. And if I don't want to do it, it's me. It's what I want. My life's supposed to be what I want. And nobody else should tell me what I want for my life. And I don't want to be a maid. I don't want to be cooking, cleaning, washing, and I don't want to do it. So if I can find a guy out there that is appreciative of that, then there you go. That's my boo. So black men, don't come for me. Okay? You guys need to step in the game up and step in the ship up and start being broke and get the hell up and start being a king. And we would now start claiming your whole lot more. So you have to start thinking about that, okay? Don't get me started. I'm almost at 10 minutes and I haven't started what I need to talk about. So let me dive right into it, okay? You know, this topic get me wild up, okay? I don't like to see our men being broke and can't support themselves and trying to be with a female. And I'm looking at them and like, why don't you do something else? Uplift yourself. Do something else so we can start looking at you and uplifting you back. You know what I'm saying? Okay, number one, because you get me started talking again. One. Okay, love doesn't need money, okay, but it does need leadership. So it doesn't need money, but it needs leadership. So one is going to be what real leadership looks like in a relationship. Again, leadership is not control. We don't want you to control us, guys. Okay, there's that 5% of females that want to be controlled. No problem, go control them over there. Okay, the other 95% do not want to be controlled. However, we want a strong man beside us. We want a strong man beside us that can, you know, what should I say? That can complement us. We want somebody strong that's going to be there to, and to be honest with you, I don't want nobody to lead me. Okay. I want to have this 50-50 relationship where we can work together and build a unit and build an empire. You know, I'm always into doing this, making money, doing business, hustling, doing that. You know, I want somebody beside me that can build me up. So you know, but you need to be the leader in the family. If you're asking for me on regular family, you need to be the leader. You cannot be broke and be a leader. You cannot be broke and be trying to guide somebody. You can't be broke and think that they're going to respect you in your household. It doesn't work. Okay? So what real leadership looks like in a relationship, that's what we want for you to do. We need for you to back us, support us, be there for us, guide us, protect us. We need that leadership from you guys. Number two, why women leave men who wait to change. Okay? Because when we're ready to make that change, and again, I don't like to call names on this channel, but there was one instance that I think I would want to stay with that relationship. And I think I had mentioned it to them that, hey, you know, I need a change. I can't stay where we're at right now. I need a change. And, you know, that particular person didn't, I guess they didn't believe me. They didn't show it. I don't know what they were thinking, but I know I needed a change, and I voiced my opinion and I let them know. And at that point, there was no change. And I was like, okay, that's it. I'm out, done. I'm gone. And that was the reason that I leave, because at that time, I feel like I was suffocating. I couldn't grow. I couldn't do what I want. I just felt suffocating. And if I felt that way, I can't live my life. I feel stagnant. I need a change. And you either change with me or don't change with me and not be with me. Simple. That's it. Done. Nada. Number 3, become an emotional and mental leader in your home. So you, again, this is about your home, guys. If you're broke, you got a problem. Okay? You need to be the leader for that household. Especially if you have a man. I shouldn't say man. Especially if you have kids, you have children, and you have a little boy in there. Okay? You need to be the leader to show him how to be a leader when he grows up. And also for the females. The boys are a little bit more, but the females is like, you need to show that female an example of what she's supposed to be looking for in a man. You need to give her that example and show her that example. So you need to be that leader. You need to show that compassion, that give that emotional, you know, connection with your children, with your wife, okay, with your girlfriend if you're not married. But you need to be the leader in that situation, so that we can build, grow, and we start growing an empire together. But you're leading it, okay? You got to just start changing your mindset. And no matter what I tell you today, if you're not ready to make that change of being broke, okay, you're done. You failed. You're done. You're not going anywhere. You have to want to make up your mind, because it all starts in your mind. No matter what we want to do, no matter who it is in any part of this world today, I don't care who you are. If you're in a stagnant position, you're broke or something is going on, nothing is going to change for you until you decide in your mind that you want it to change. That you don't want to be broke anymore. You don't want to be sitting on the couch broke. You don't want to be looking at that girl and you're looking at them and you're like, oh my God, I want her. You're broke. Go sit down and jerk off. Okay? You don't want to be that person sitting down and people are talking about. You got to make up your mind that you don't want to be this scrub, this broke ass person. And make sure that you decide it in your mind and get up and start doing all of these things that I've been talking about for the entire week, this entire 7-day series of Broke Men. Start doing these things and I guarantee you, you will see a change. You will change. You will turn around and be the king that God wants you to be. You will turn around and be the person that we want to be with. You'll be so attractive. You'll be so irresistible. The girls are going to just want to screw you. So I'm just saying, be that person. Be that person that we want to be with. That's all I have today, guys. I'm going to do a quick recap. As I said, I love all men. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't think that I don't love you. And I'm cursing you out now because you're broke and unmotivated. So I want to motivate you. I want for you to get up off that couch. I want you to get up out of those circles that is giving you only negative feedbacks, negative everything. Get out of those people. Get rid of them out of your life and start motivating yourself and start getting your mind right. Get in a different mindset to grow yourself, okay? So that's it. Let me do a quick recap. Number 1, what real relationship looks like in what real leadership looks like in a relationship. Number 2, why women leave men who wait, okay? When they're ready, you got it ready to move with them. If you're not, we're going to leave you behind. Simple. Number 3, becoming the emotional and mental leader in your home. Very important. If you have kids and you have a boy or you have a girl, you need to be that role model for that person. Show them exactly what they're supposed to be becoming, a king or the king that she's supposed to be choosing as your daughter. Please, guys, listen to me. Get up off that couch. Get up out of that circle. Stop being broke. figure out something out. There is ways. If you have the mindset to want to change, you can change and become the king that we want you to be. That's it. That's all I have for you. And if you know anybody who would love to watch this content, or would like this content, or this content with benefits, any broadcast guys that's out there, please pass it along to them. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. You know, if you know anybody that having a struggle, please pass it along to them. If you like my content, please like and subscribe, and please hit that notification button. So anytime a video is dropped, you are always notified, okay? And then look below, you will see all my goodies, all my freebies that can start having you work. Females, men, you can start working on yourself today, okay? You don't need to wait. You have to just make it up in your mind that this is what you want to do. You want to make a change, and you can change tomorrow, okay? That's all I have. This is Nancy Mitchell, your with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. You see, I go to mix it up again. I'm always speeding up sometimes. So again, I am Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Peace. I'm out.